lots of wind noise. So I recently purchased the Canon Powershot V1, the vlogging point-and-shoot camera from Canon. The picture on the right is from the V1, but I had an older camera that was very similar. It's a Sony RX100 Mark VII, which I thought I'd do a comparison on. Not even sure I needed the V1. I didn't realize how similar these two cameras are until I did this comparison. So here's my settings on these. Both the cameras, we're using the on-camera mic. The V1, I do have the small little furry wind muff that comes on it. The RX100 Mark VII does not have that with it. Shooting in 4K, 30 frames per second. And my EV, I'm in auto exposure as best I could do it. My EV is at 0. Noticing the Canon's a little bit brighter. And obviously it's a little bit wider as well because it goes down to, what is it, I think 16 millimeters? 16 or 18. And the Sony starts at 24, equivalent in full frame terms. It's a very windy day. I'm guessing this is unusable audio. Stabilization wise, this is handheld, just on a like a selfie stick type thing. So no gimbal involved. Walking along. Trying to give you a little something to look at so you can compare. The sun shining through the trees. So since they are vlogging cameras, how about in selfie mode like this if you wanted to do some vlogging? I'm pretty much at arm's length. The Canon's doing a lot better with the wider lens. This is okay. This is better. Audio wise, again, I'm not monitoring the audio. I'll have to see that back in post, but just your thoughts. Stabilization, picture wise, it's a bright sunny day, it's very windy. Again, I didn't want to give one the advantage of putting in a microphone, a DJI mic or shotgun mic or anything like that, so we're using the in-camera audio. And let's walk around a little bit. There's the Sony, and there's the Canon. I'm glad nobody's around here. They think I'm crazy walking around with two cameras pointing at me. All right, do you have any thoughts on this? Because honestly, I'm kind of stumped. They both look really good. I've always been more of a Canon fan, but of course I bought the Sony. I mean, this is a camera that its zoom is amazing. The Canon only goes to like 30 millimeters. Sony's a little bit warmer in picture. The Canon is a little bit cooler. Canon's a little bit brighter with zero EV on either one of them. So I don't know. Just wanted to throw that up. Give you something to look at. Throw some comments down there if you have any. If you have anything to say about it. Again, these cameras aren't identical and they're several years apart, but they're pretty close matches for vlogging cameras. And I'll maybe do some more comparison videos in the future, but I wanted to just get this up and let you look at both of them in case you're thinking about buying the Canon or the Sony. The Sony's hard to come by. They're both kind of hard to come by from my understanding, but the Sony costs more now than it did when it was new. It's around $1,000 or more. I think the Canon is, I don't know, $699, $799, something like that. But again, you might pay a premium if they're out of stock and people are selling them for more than they're worth. So my first inclination without listening to the audio is that really either one of these are fantastic. They're both following my face just perfectly with face tracking, autofocus. The Canon has actually got eye tracking. The Sony does too. It's right on my left eye right now there. Same thing here. So this would be a difficult decision if I had to decide to sell one of these. So throw your thoughts down. Thank you for watching the comparison video, and we'll see you next time. One area that is definitely better on the Canon over the Sony is battery life. I've been playing with this Sony. I haven't had it out in a while, the RX100 Mark VII, for 15 or 20 minutes. My battery's about halfway down. And that Sony isn't, or the Canon isn't a super long lasting battery, but it'll last a good hour, hour and a half of continuous shooting, not just stopping and going like I'm doing with this. I bet I don't get 30 minutes out of this battery. And it is an older battery as well, but it's much smaller, I believe, in capacity, and the camera uses more juice. So, something to consider.